Hey, John Martinez here, the Daily Sales Stoic. What I'm doing is something based on Ryan Holiday's The Daily Stoic Journal, where every day there's a prompt and you answer a question or you write about it. And today's prompt was, am I seeing clearly? And when it comes to sales, that is an important question you have to ask yourself, because if you can see clearly, you can close every closable deal. I want you to imagine that you ran a sales team and everyone could read minds, or you're a salesperson and you could read minds. Well, think about what you'd be able to see. You'd be able to see every single reason why someone would do business with you, right? And you'd be able to see every single concern they have or every single reason why they might not do business with you. Well, what would you do with that information? Well, you would present your product or your service in such a way where you could say, hey, listen, I know this is what you want to accomplish. I know these are your big motivating factors. So let me show you how you can capitalize on those or accomplish those, or deal with those issues. And then you'd also say, now that we've accomplished that, we know we can get done what you want to. I know you've got a series of concerns, so let's address those one by one. Then you could go through every reason why they wouldn't do business with you, every reason why something might get in the way, every concern that they had, and present towards those individually as well. And that's really how you would close every closable deal. If you could do those two things, doesn't mean that you are going to close every deal, because you might discover that you're not a fit for every prospect. But I guarantee you this, you would close every one of those closable deals, right? You would know exactly what to focus on, what to say, what to address, in what order to address it, how much time to spend on each issue before asking for the business. So how do you see clearly during a sales call? Well, there's really two things you need to do. The first thing is you just have to set up the environment for open and honest conversation. That doesn't happen naturally, especially in sales. You have to make your prospect feel safe and comfortable, like they could say anything. They won't get embarrassed. Their pride won't be impacted in any way. They won't feel like they might get taken advantage of or not get the best deal possible if they share with you. You have to set that up. You have to proactively do that. Now, there's a number of ways to do that using something called setting the stage that we teach, or psychological reactance, really reverse psychology, but a little bit different. But there's ways to do that. You can accomplish that with a good sales system. Now, the second thing you need to do is just ask the right questions, right? Even if people are open and honest with you and would answer anything, you have to ask them the right questions, right? So the questions you should ask really fall into two categories. And it's the same two categories I just shared with you, right? Motivations, or why would you do business with me? And deal killers, or why wouldn't you? What might get in the way? So if you can have an open, honest conversation as if you were mind reading and talk to your prospects about every reason why they would do business with you, and have the courage enough to talk about every reason why they wouldn't as well, that's how you get close as possible to closing every closable deal. See ya.